7:49. Gord Vizutti here. You're listening to Soft 103.9. And as we usually do on a Thursday morning at this time, we're pleased to introduce you to another one of the real estate professionals that make it happen in our fine city. This is Dave Beeson from Royal LePage. How you doing, Dave?
I'm great. Good morning. How are you?
Good. This is all made possible by Listing Llama. And Dave's here to, we don't have a lot of time, but everybody, I bet, is asking you this question. What's the market doing?
Right.
What is it doing?
Question for sure. Well, it's still a really steady, balanced market, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
And, statistically, and you read the headlines or hear the headlines on the radio, that the market's really down, as, percentage-wise, it's really down. But, you have to take all that with a grain of salt. For example, the year-over-year stats, last year, the new mortgage rules were coming into effect with the stress test. So lots of people were rushing out and getting deals done before the new mortgage rules came into effect. So we were unseasonably high last year.
Right, so that could have spiked things as people were trying to get in under the wire.
Correct, exactly, yeah. So that's the whole thing there. And you got to keep in mind also new construction is not in the stats. So, for example, right across the street with the new building going up there with
Ella, yeah.
All the sales in there, those aren't in the stats. Mm-hmm. So when you hear about condos being down a lot, you have to keep in mind all these new buildings downtown and all over town, those aren't in the stats.
So you really got to look into the stats, don't you?
You
need a professional like you
right,
to interpret it, because it seems when you talk to a realtor, there's always an opportunity in there. Sometimes it can shift from a seller's opportunity to a buyer's opportunity. And where would you say we are right now?
I'd say we're right in the middle. I'd say it's a very balanced market right now. Mm-hmm. The number one question that's asked is, should I buy, should I sell? And the answer to that is always, well, are you ready? Is this a good time for you? Because if it's a good time for you, then that's when you should do it.
Yeah.
A well-priced home always sells. And the advantage to having a rise in the inventory as a buyer is that you've got more choice. And if it's not so hot like it was in the last couple of years, then, you're not under so much pressure. So you can take your time, you can look around, you can find one that maybe suits you a little bit more than it used to a couple of years ago where it was a big rush.
Oh, I like the sounds of that, Dave, because, I was thinking of moving maybe a year, 2 years ago, and holy smoke, it was, if you looked at a house in the morning, it was gone in the afternoon.
Right, yeah.
The pressure was incredible, and I just felt kind of uncomfortable. So I did what a lot of people did and probably just stayed put.
Yeah, it was pretty intense.
Now I like this, where I can, take a little more time.
Yeah, it makes the whole process a lot more enjoyable. You're moving into a new house. You want it to be a fun experience and a good experience. And, having to run around like that, I don't think a lot of people were having a lot of fun doing that.
Nobody needs that. Good thoughts. Dave, thanks for being with us this morning.
Absolutely, no problem at all.
I really appreciate it. Dave Beeson from Royal LePage, Kelowna. And just a reminder, your real estate is a big deal. Now finding the right realtor isn't. You can find a guy like Dave if you visit listingllama.com. Well,